Hi, in this session, we're going to discuss a question which says that given an array which has some values in that, your task is to set all the elements of this array to 0, but the condition is we are not supposed to use loops. So to demonstrate this, first I have considered this array with all the elements, whatever they specified here. And since there are 5 elements, I'm running a loop to print all the elements of an array. The same thing I'm trying to repeat it here. So here goes your code to set all the elements to 0. Generally, whenever you wanted to set every element of an array to a particular value, so we tend to use a loop. Like I wish to write I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, and then we could write this array of I equal to 0, right? Now this particular code is going to set every element to 0. Okay, let's try to compile this code and let me try to run this code. And you can just see everything is set to 0. But the problem with this particular approach is we are basically using a loop, and the question says that we're not supposed to use loops, right? Now, how do I do the same thing without using a loop? Can I just say like array equal to, can I mention something like this? And the answer is no. Remember, array name basically gives the base address, and that base address can appear on the right hand side, but it can never appear on the left hand side because the base address of the array is fixed. It cannot be modified. So this particular statement will basically throw me an error. Line number 17 will give me an error. You can observe it's throwing an error. Then we might think that, okay, let me just try to write like this, something like this. Okay, now this is also not going to work because here you're not trying to refer to the entire array. You're just trying to access or refer to the sixth element. So this you're going to set sixth element, which is again an integer, which is again crossing the boundary of an array. Setting this particular thing is again invalid. I want to demonstrate this. This is again invalid. Now you might be thinking, what could be the other alternative? The other alternative for this is basically a function called as memset. Memset is a function which is used to set every element of a block to a particular value. Okay, now the first argument is the base address of the block. The second argument is the value what you want to set for every byte. And the third argument is how many bytes. Now here it should not be 5 because array has 5 elements, because here the third argument should be number of bytes. The number of bytes is not 5. So 5 into size of integer. So we need to write size of int. Remember, we are not using a loop here. We're just using a built-in function called as memset, and we're trying to compile this, and then everything works perfectly fine. So I hope the concept is clear with respect to how do I basically set every element of an array to 0. Now the next question what I'd like to ask you on this is, if I want to set every element of an array to 1, can I just do this by using memset and then changing it to 1? Try this on your own and get back to us. Thank you.